batch of emails has been released by the State Department. And it's showing a clear conflict of interest between Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation and, the State Department. She had said before, we all know that, she had said before that she would refrain from conducting any kind of business with the Clinton Foundation when she was Secretary of State. But that doesn't seem to be true. We even know that, it was the International Business Times, I believe, that posted an article about how just conveniently, people or nations would donate to the Clinton Foundation, and all of a sudden, what happened?
They get some weapons deals.
Weapons deals, right? So in this newly released batch of emails, there were 44 emails that were not among the, over 50,000 emails that already were released by her.
But why weren't they among them?
Why weren't they? That's a really good question. Why were they not released? And it's just because of the Freedom of Information Act that they were released by this conservative group, the Judicial Watch. So they wanted the emails released. They got them. And they highlight how there was an overlapping interest.
And then what? I don't even
during her time as Secretary of State.
Are we really gonna really care if she says with her mouth she's not gonna have any personal dealings with it? It's not like it doesn't run when you're not there. Mm-hmm. It's you know what I'm saying. It's not like you don't have interest in it after you leave your position.
Right.
So whatever it does when you're in your position is still your responsibility, even if you're, not directly involved when you're in your position. I don't care. I don't care if she didn't have direct contact, which is not true anyway, because she has direct contact with her husband.
Right.
She has, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a middleman.
Yes.
So it's why does she not talk to Bill?
That's why this looked funky from the beginning. I mean, seriously. It looked as stupid as her saying, "Oh, I didn't receive any classified documents my whole time as Secretary of State." Really? You didn't? Really, Secretary of State, you didn't? Come on, man. In one email exchange, for instance, an executive at the Clinton Foundation in 2009 sought to put a billionaire donor in touch with the United States ambassador to Lebanon because of the donor's interest there.
So basically, she was using her position at the State Department to kind of almost as like a solicitation mechanism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's access and influence that not just the average person is going to be privy to, right? That's corruption right there. Because, we don't know what they're going to do with that access and that influence, right? We don't know. And when you have somebody that rich, that powerful, that is getting that access, that can influence whoever they're going to be meeting with,
and
what's going to happen?
And we don't know where their interests lie either.
We don't.
But see, it doesn't matter.
What are they going to be lobbying for,
It doesn't matter because he has money.
That's right.
It doesn't matter. He probably has, corporate ties, most likely. So
that would make sense. And in another email, the foundation appeared to push aides to Mrs. Clinton to help find a job for a foundation associate. Her aides indicated that the department was working on the request. Oh, that's really nice. It's really nice. Not something that I could get done. This is why it was, you see, and see, Obama had a problem with the Clinton Foundation and her being a Secretary of State. That's why she was like, well, yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything with it. I won't be doing anything with it.
Like I said,
words
don't care.
Matter. Yeah, words don't matter.
But it's not even just the words. What if she had nothing to do with it? Like, what if she had nothing to do with it and no communication with the foundation during her time? I don't care. It's still a conflict of interest.
It is.
It's still there.
It is. What I found interesting too is that Robert Reich, he shared this email. Well, he shared this article, this New York Times article. He shared it on Facebook. And now Robert Reich, he has been a supporter of Bernie Sanders, but he has connections to the Clintons as well. Of course we know that. And, he's been on record as saying that Hillary Clinton, is best suited for president in the current system that we have right now, in the current political climate that we have right now. But Bernie Sanders would have been better for the political, the political environment that we need.
The revolution.
Yes, for the revolution, yeah. Bernie Sanders is better for that, right? But so now he's suggesting that Hillary Clinton should be the president. I mean, like, that we should vote for her. So, I mean, in him, I guess trying to say that there's some troublesome aspects to this revelation.
But
vote for her.
But vote for her.
Like, I don't get that.
It almost seems like they're trying to desensitize us to corruption. Like, look, all this stuff is taking place.
Yeah.
And it's obviously corrupt, and there's obviously something wrong with it.
Yeah.
But
vote for her anyway.
Vote for her anyway, because this
is
is what the country needs.
What kind of ridiculousness is this? And we're seeing the same thing on the Trump side. Peter King, representative from New York, was on the Morning Joe program, and in response to Trump's latest ridiculous comments about assassinating somebody. The people could maybe assassinate somebody. He was saying, well, yeah, that language was bad, but, he's still fit to be president. Oh, my God. I'm like, well, really? So all this is a game of who's worse.
Yeah. It's
all it is. Who's worse?
It's
that person over there is worse, so you got to vote for my man over here.
This presidential election is turning out to be like a really whack game of would you rather. You know what I'm saying? Really whack.